EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Cleveland Browns and the Arizona Cardinals on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson, Joshua Carty will get it underway. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Come on. Hey! Cougar 19! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Right to the air goes Sanders. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
65, Jack! 65! Crack all 80!
Sanders will throw it. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It is a big play for the Browns. It's a gain of 43 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Sanders going to throw again. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a Browns 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
19 Tiger! 19 Tiger!
To throw again is Sanders. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
79 Broncos! Ready?
Throwing again is Sanders. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 98 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a 1st down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Panther 11. Panther. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
As Shador on first down. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Arizona. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
For the extra point.
And now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again. But this one works. So instead of one, they get two. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
They're on the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Romeo. 18. 60 Bicep. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. This one complete right side. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Now, faster. Cougar 19.
Gain of 23 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Panther 80. Stop.
On first down, it's Sanders. Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
First and 10.
You know, what I'm seeing play out there right now, Mike, is just a frustrated offense playing on tilt. And on the other side of the ball, I'm seeing a defense that's happily taking advantage of these decisions. I mean, how else do you explain 3 consecutive drives that result in a pick? I mean, each mistake just feeds the next. It feeds frustration. And all at the same time, it's leading to questionable throws and easy picks.
Second and 10.
Dragon 60. Let's go. Ready.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
He gets that complete as he hits Reed. They'll come up here, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That one out wide to Achane. And he's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's his second touchdown tonight.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Seven Pirates. 19 tight.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. This one on target for Johnson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Up second and 7 at the 24-yard line.
60 Eagles.
From the gun, it's Shador. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Ready, set. Mustang 19. Let's go. Viking 8. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Warriors 70. Let's go.
They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. That's hot. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Again, it's Sanders. Going right. It's taken in. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Here we go. 19 Lions. 70 Lions. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a first down. They'll toss it here to Achane. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Cowboy 80. 79 Brook.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing now on third and long. He's going to dial up another deep ball.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That's a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Trap 50, trap 50, go!
On first and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Get it! Panther 6.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
19 Tigers. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw is Sanders. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense. You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a screen set up for Azcle. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
On the jump. Come on, set.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And they'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of the...
That one, taken in. Touchdown, Arizona. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
70 Rangers, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll throw on 1st down with Sanders. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. One back, a DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cardinals stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Warriors, 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Sanders will throw it. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready.
Now it's Sanders. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Now, Sanders throwing over the middle. This one is complete. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, Cleveland.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Sanders going to throw again. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now, faking the give. Very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Incomplete from the contest.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready? Count.
Here's Sanders to throw. To the left side, and it is caught by Fannin. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
Now, Shador. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. It's a Browns 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Browns.
A run with the former Buckeye, Quinshawn Judkins. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken back.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Bracco 80.
They run it once more with Judkins. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
We'll try and run for the 1st with Judkins. 12 yards on the pickup. And that's a 1st down. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he will score! Isaiah Bond. Touchdown, Browns. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Another 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone,
and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Glendale. After this, they need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Here's Hardy now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes a return from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Ready? Check smash! Check smash! Warrior 70. Go!
Azcle on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. Ready?
Back to throw. He's got a man. It's Bannon. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Throwing again is Sanders. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They face second down and 7.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Again, it's Sanders. The second down throw is incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air, and truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 79 Broncos. Trap 60, trap 60.
Ready. Fourth down. Here's Sanders. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's one. Touchdown, Cleveland. That is second TD catch of the season.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
This fielded at about the 9. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going for it all. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Well, finally a win for this defense. And it's certainly been a tough day with the success this offense has had throwing the ball downfield. It's got to feel good to finally get a hand on one and knock it away, because
that's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush, because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Now, Dragon 60.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. He's going to air this one out. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And now he loses the football. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little bit further before they head to the locker room.
Will line up for
Hey,
the 2-point
70
conversion.
Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
To throw is Sanders. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
Browns 20. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job. There's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
It is a big gain for Arizona. 39 yards.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And this is incomplete. But it looked like that defender got a head start. Let's check the call.
Got it. Ready?
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. That is caught aside by Taylor. And they have the first down. So they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now they'll set up 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Arizona. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Come on. Set. Liking 8. Hey, smash. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready, right?
They'll throw on 1st down with Sanders. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
Sanders will throw it. That one complete to Johnson.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points, but Really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offense.
And more of the same. Another interception. And the Cardinals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. Third and long.
Go!
And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession. To go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down, not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Hold it ready. Ready? 18, 5 in. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On first down, it's Sanders. That one, Hawk, on Sanders. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Come on, set! Cowboy!
They're going on fourth down. Sanders. This was incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Rattle start on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these third downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
He's across midfield. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
60
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Look wide, get this one complete. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Brings up third and 1.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. A gain there of 15. It's an Arizona first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal. Forced to his right. To the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10. Their own 29-yard line.
Craft all 80.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. So, a big one there to start the drive. It's a gain of 34.
The Browns first
19
down.
Charger, 19 Charger. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the gun, it's Sanders. A short one that is caught by Fanning. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
At the Cardinals' 35-yard line.
Get it.
The motion man is Johnson. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Ready, set.
From the 35, here's second down and 9.
Let's go now.
Here's Judkins now as we begin the fourth quarter. Oh, he takes a really good leg in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run. 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go. Gravity Lions. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now, Sanders. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. 23 yards on that pass play. First down, Cleveland.
At the 15-yard line.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
10 yards to go.
To throw again is Sanders. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Now or never, they'll throw, and he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And left side. It's caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg, after losing week 1 to continue to add to the lead here in the fourth quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
Here's Hardy now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Cup 19.
Now Shador on 1st down. Now he'll air one out. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So at this point in the game, Mike, offensively, I think for the offensive coordinator and the quarterback and everyone, they're just trying to build on something. Can you generate an explosive play? Can you bring just a little bit of energy to the huddle and to the sideline? Because throughout most of this game, not a whole lot's gone right. And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. He's going to look downfield once again. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down, and barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Whistles, play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. The Browns getting their punting team out there. And that will hit and go out of bounds just on the other side of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives them a first down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Second and 5.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 5.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up first and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Arizona. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
And with a flag down, he goes down. They get him for the sack, and that flag is probably on the offense as well. Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded inside the 5. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
From the 6. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 Lions.
They'll throw on first down with Sanders.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hands. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
70, Hawk 70.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. That one complete to Johnson. He has knocked down Barker. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the gun, it's Shador. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing again is Sanders. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight. And it gives the team a first down.
Here we go, set. 18, Pioneer.
Again, it's Sanders. And this This is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Sanders going to throw again. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way. I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Buffalo 18. 2. 6. 19 Lions. Go.
They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down. They get the conversion with a gain of 22. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal.
Bronco 80.
Now, Shador. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Browns. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready. Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18.
They'll begin here on the ground. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Forced out left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
19.
Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Down the sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The extra point from Carney is good, and the Cardinals add on to their already sizable lead.
27.
Here's Carney now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken at the 7. And that'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Here we go. 60 Eagles.
They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Panther 60. Ready.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
And the story of the game has really been the inability of the offensive line to keep this pass rush away from the quarterback. And it's a big reason they find themselves here trailing in the fourth quarter. So as they turn to this passing game to try to mount a comeback, they've got to do a better job protecting the quarterback.
Second and 10.
Set. Cougar 19.
He'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a third down and 4. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down there.